What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Caster's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So today for y'all, I have a review over a New Balance. This is the latest installment of the Joe Freshgood and New Balance collab. Now this is the fourth installment that they've done, and after this one there's supposed to be some type of change up between Joe Freshgoods and New Balance. They're still producing or collabing on more shoes, but he said they were going to be switching up things a little bit. So I'm interested to see how y'all think about this shoe. This is the second time I've reviewed a New Balance shoe. It's not one that I'm often am able to get, but when I do get it, then of course, since it's got hype behind it, people are interested in it, I will do a review over it. So before we jump into it, of course, I do want to give a quick daily lace up over everything that happened today. Now, of course, this morning we had the release of the Starfish ones on the sneakers app, and then we had the Halloween dunks as well, and I believe they're on the Nike app. Now we also had the Starfish and Dunks released elsewhere as well. So JD, Finish Line, all those places had them. I don't have stock numbers for either pairs. I didn't check, but you know, that's what released today. We also had on JD and Finish Line exclusive access for the Jordan 4 Midnight Navy. Now that happened at 8 a.m. Central Time this morning. Like, I woke up and literally a couple minutes later they were already doing the exclusive access. So that was for in-store pairs, and then tomorrow or today when y'all are watching this video, they will have the online or pre-order pairs. Now I don't know if they're going to do it at 8 in the morning again or at 11 a.m. when they've done it previously. It'll just be wait and see. But if you're watching this video and they have not done EA yet, then be prepared for EA to happen at some point soon after this video has dropped. But if you're going for the 4s, good luck. Make sure you get your last minute flex entries in. You still have time to do that today before they announce winners later in the day. Now, continuing on, we got a couple sneaker updates for future releases. So we got to look at an upcoming Foamposite, and this is the Dream World Nike Air Foamposite 1 Gray. And honestly, I think this is one of the reasons people kind of fell off with Foamposites is the colorways they were doing. And I feel like this is one of those colorways that people aren't necessarily going to like. I think people more want to go back to the OG colorways and just the more toned down, simpler versions of these. So I'd be curious to see how people feel about these Foamposites. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about these. I own no pairs of Foamposites just because the price was always so much when I was younger. But I'd be curious to see how people feel about them coming back, and then this colorway that they have, this gray colorway that they have. Now, continuing on, we got to look at two upcoming airships, and it is a green pair and a yellow pair. I know we've had the orange pair recently released, so it looks like airships are starting to make a comeback. So if you're interested in these, keep an eye out. I don't have an exact release date for them. I believe it's sometime next year in January. So like I said, if you're interested in them, be on the lookout. It seems like we're going to be getting more airships just as time goes on. So yeah. And then last but not least, we got an update from A Ma Maniére, and this is over the A Ma Maniére in Jordan 12. Now, of course, we're supposed to be getting that shoe in November along with the Air Jordan 4 A Ma Maniére, but the shoe is being potentially pushed back to early 2023. And honestly, it makes sense because it's already a lot of stuff dropping in November, and then getting two Jordans from A Ma Maniére was going to be a lot, in my opinion. Not for the company, but just for the consumer and the customer. It was going to be expensive trying to get both pairs of those shoes from A Ma Maniére. So the shoes potentially being pushed back. More than likely it will be pushed back to next year. Now, the other thing that we have not seen yet is the white pair for the Air Jordan 12 A Ma Maniére, and we should be getting images of that shoe soon. I'm very interested to see what that one looks like, and if it's going to be better than the black version, or if the white version will be, or if the black version will be better than the white version. So that is everything I have for the daily lace up. So let's go ahead and jump into this New Balance 993 Joe Freshgoods. So we're gonna start off with the box. So you have like a cream colored box here, and it's got like a flag design on the top, and on here it says made, and then give you all a quick 360 of the box. It's just got New Balance made on there, just wrapping around. New Balance made right there. And then on the side, it is French, I believe, but I don't speak French, so I don't know. Hopefully it focuses. Alright, so jumping to the label. The label reads Classics Traditionalis. And then this is a men's 11.5. Look, this is a little bit different than I'm used to for Nike labels, but that is what that label looks like right there. Alright, so going ahead and jumping into the inside of the box. So on the inside it has Performance Art, and that is the name of this installation with these 3 New Balance 993s that came out. They are the Performance Art. So continuing on, we do have a green paper in here with New Balance made on here. So that is on that paper. And then going to the inside of the box, that is what the inside looks like. Alright, so let me get this out the way and then we can go ahead and jump into the shoes. So this is the New Balance 993 and Joe Fresh collab. Give y'all a quick 360 on these. You got to let the camera adjust so I can get the full. There we go. Alright, so that is the shoe right there. It is pink. This is the color that I ended up going with. I did like this color, so I was like, I'm going to go ahead and grab the pink ones. Now, they did come in 3 different colorways. They had a pink pair, a green pair, and a blue pair. And it is like these pastel colorways. So, like I mentioned, pink was the one that I was really interested in, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Now, I believe they did a raffle for this pair. Well, they did a raffle for all 3 pairs in Chicago, I want to say. And then they ended up shock dropping these on the Joe Fresh Good. Ended up shock dropping them on his Instagram account. And I think originally these were supposed to be like exclusive to Chicago or just one area. I know they weren't supposed to release on the New Balance app. So when I saw them on Instagram, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and just grab the pink pair. It's the pair that I like the most, and they have it available. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I didn't have any issues on Instagram actually trying to get this pair. I know when they had them, or they had the last New Balance that I reviewed, there were issues on Instagram, and they had to delay the release to another day because they had just server issues and so forth and so on. But like I said, I was able to grab these on Instagram. I believe the blue and green pair also released on the New Balance website, but I have not like looked into that to see when they released or how they released those, just because I got the one pair that I wanted. Now, retail price on these was $220, so a little bit on the higher end, and of course, by the time you factor in taxes and shipping, it's a little closer to $250, which in my opinion is a lot for a New Balance, but you know, you do what you got to do just to get the shoe. So starting off with the review, so we have a rubber outsole, and it does read New Balance on the bottom of the shoe. Really intricate outsole here, a couple different designs, and you do see two-tone pink on the outsole as well. And then going to the midsole, you have more of just the whole thing. The whole thing is pink, but you have more of that lighter pink and darker pink going around the midsole here, and that wraps all the way around. You see more of that dark pink, and then you see the lighter pink going towards the front of the shoe, the darker pink coming up on the toe box right there, and then wrapping back around to this side as well. Alright, now moving to the upper. So the upper is made up of suede and mesh. Now, honestly, the suede actually feels pretty good on this shoe. And then the mesh, of course, it's mesh, so it feels the same. But starting off here, there we go. So you can see the suede on there, wrapping around towards the back of the shoe here. And then what does that say on the back? It says JFG on the back for Joe Fresh Goods, and then New Balance written on the back as well. So that is the back of the shoe. And then just continuing on, you see that suede hits. There we go. The New Balance logo on the side there. You see the gray mesh panels too. And then going to the top of the shoe, so you have 2 different laces with this one. The light pink laces already come laced in the shoe, and honestly, I think that's what I would stick with this shoe. But like I mentioned, you do get an additional pair of laces, and it is a pink colored lace. So that is what we have here. And then on the tongue it reads New Balance made in USA, and then 993 with the N on there for New Balance. So that is the tongue right there. Alright, and then of course you do have the mesh on the bottom portion of the tongue and suede on the top of it. So that is everything on the outside. I did show y'all the New Balance logo, which is pink. I'll give you one last look at that. It's like a light pink for the New Balance logo. And that's on both sides of the shoe. There's the other side right there. Of course, y'all do see the tag that is on the shoe. It just has New Balance and Joe Fresh Goods on it. So that's there. And then on the back side, it does have some writing on here. It says, Performance art made to wear well. Performance art is a form of expression that was born as an alternative artistic manifestation. It can be in front of your face or on your body. Movements determined by the artist as presented to the public is performance art. The 990 series started as a sophisticated running shoe with the goal of being the best running shoe of all time. As that was happening, we noticed that not all people wearing them were runners. We just want it to look good and feel comfortable. Made for us. The beauty of art is not all things are intended to be what they are made for. We take it and make it our own. So that just goes back to not a lot of, like, I see a lot of people that don't run wearing these as more of like a style and fashion statement. So yeah, it's interesting to see. Now going to the inside on the tag. So that's the inside of the tag right there. It's on the back of the tongue. And then going to shoe tree, just a paper shoe tree with these. And then for the insole, it is a pink insole, and it reads Joe Freshgoods and New Balance Performance Art. And that is the insole there. Alright, and that is the back of the insole, or the back of the insole said New Balance, and a bunch of different writing on it. But that is the back of the insole. Alright, so overall, that is the shoe. I'll go ahead and show y'all the other shoe as well, just so y'all get a look at it. But this is the other shoe. I'll give y'all a quick 360 of this one. But they look exactly the same, no differences in the two. Right, and then here's the outsole, and then a top view of the shoe as well. Let me move that out the way, but that is the top view of the shoe. But overall, let me know how you feel about the New Balance 993 Joe Freshgoods. Is it a must cop? Is it a pass? Did y'all end up going for them? Like I mentioned, this is my size, but I don't know if I'm going to keep them for myself. Like I mentioned earlier, the price on them was a little bit higher than I would like to pay for a New Balance, but like I mentioned, it's just one of those things, especially when I can get them to the review over for y'all, then, you know, I just had to bite the bullet and go ahead and get a pair. But let me know if y'all went for them, if you copped a pair, or what color you prefer. They are, like I said earlier, pink, green, and blue. I will put up pictures so y'all can see what all three look like if you're interested in potentially grabbing them. I don't know what resale is on them. I don't typically divulge in New Balances like this. So this is my second time ever getting a pair of New Balances. So it's just one of those things I typically don't go for and have it in my collection. But as always, appreciate y'all for stopping in. Hope y'all enjoy y'all's Friday and y'all's weekend. Go and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and all notification bells so you can stay today when I post new content. As always, hope y'all stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.